Alright guys, let's check out the base inside, man. Now, before we get in, we have a little airlock here. And then we have another door here. Now here we have a drop-off box with a workbench on top. And we also have a window. And on the other side, the other entry, it's exactly the same. Another drop-off box with a research table on top. Now this is the hallway. This is the middle of the base. We got some furnaces here and some doors. And here we can go into a room. Now this is your secondary loot room. And a couple of furnaces. And then here we have one of the main loot rooms. As you can see, the TC is here and we have 4 more boxes. So this is one of the main loot rooms. Let's get back to the hallway. And this is the second main loot room. And they're separated just to make it harder for people to raid. And we also have another second level. And this level is just purely for beds and also secondary loot room. Now this base is very good for the PvP players. If you're one of those guys that likes to go out more in the game than sit in the base, then this base is excellent for you. You just get in, drop off all the loot that you won, go out, you know. If you're that kind of guy, then this base is excellent. Alright guys, let's get straight to the base build, man. Now first we're gonna make a starter. There's 3 triangles like this. This will be your starter. This whole base is modular and it will be built in pieces. It's very, very, very handy. Now after you made your little starter, we're gonna expand with 2 squares. And we're gonna make these walls and 1 doorway. And then inside the base, we're going to make a little room in here. This is secondary loot room. Bada boom. And you put a door, and this is your second stage. Now for the third stage, we're gonna make the core base complete. So we're gonna make the same 2 squares, triangles, make 2 doorways because we want double entrances. Make them all stone. Now this will be the secondary main loot room, the triangle part. We'll leave 1 floor in wood, just for the time being, because we're going to place a hatch there later on. So what we do up front, we're going to make these triangle lines here with squares, just so that we can make the triangles. And the end product will look like this, but for the time being, just make them all in twig. And then when you kill the farmer and you got 10,000 stone, first we're gonna do some stoning on the foundations. Now we're gonna do stone ones. And you see those gaps for the main loot rooms? Those are gaps. And the triangles that are facing towards that main loot room, you can have a stone, but I highly suggest you make it sheet metal, just like this. Just so that people cannot pick it out. See, you do the same here. Triangles, they're cheap. They're 75 frags per piece. And there you go. This is how it should look like. Now we're going to close the main loot rooms with walls. And that's why I want that in sheet, because I don't want people pickaxing it while it's stone. Now we get on the second level and we're gonna make walls all around it. Now we put some floors, we close up the base, just like this, completely closed. And now you can open your hatch. You can place a hatch here now. So after the hatch, we are going to make some roofs. We're going to honeycomb from the top now. And after the walls, we're going to place these roofs. Same on the other side. And we're also going to close them with another layer of walls and make sure the hard side sticks out inwards like this, you see? That's how it's supposed to be. Now we're done with that part, and inside here you can make rooms, you can make, don't copy my base builds exactly guys, but you can make, for example, you can make a room here, you can place a lot of beds here, you know, just do it the way you want to do it. Now since the base is completely closed now we're going to close up the front. So now we're going to honeycomb these triangle sides. They're next to the front doors, you see? And on the other side as well. Just close them up completely with stone. And then when you're done with the sides, we're going to get to the back of the main loot rooms and we're going to honeycomb that as well. Now you can leave a hollow honeycomb. You don't have to fill up the inside. Just the outside walls is enough in my opinion. But that's, you know, again, that's up to you. Also the front, the entrances, man. Close them up as well. Now I like to do it this way. I like to place a door there and we're going to place a window there. Just like that. See, we're going to place a window here, window frame. And now we can look outside. Make your airlocks, of course. And here we're going to place another airlock. And then inside of that, we're going to place a box. And we're going to place it for dropping off. You know, if you need to drop off something really fast. Boom. No problem. You can also place a research table or anything on top of it. Whatever you want. Alright, we're getting close to finishing up this base. Also honeycomb the top part like this. Just 3 walls, that's all. That's to honeycomb to give an extra layer to the bedroom area. And this way it'll be 2 walls. Now the whole base around is like 3 walls. And then we also place another roof on top, just like this. And you can also put walls inside, but that's up to you. Actually, I suggest doing that. You can. I didn't do it in the video, but you can place 2 extra walls inside of those roofs. And that's it, man. The base is finished. That's how modular this base is. That's how you can build in pieces. Now the last part, we're going to remember those squares and those triangles. We're going to place them back and we're going to make them sheet. Now I do this just for people not to shoot the backside of the base, because the backside is it's like the streamer base. We made a gap there, but we have to fortify it, because if you don't do it, see, people can blow up and there's just enough space to shoot another rocket right underneath there and they can create splash damage, which result in less rockets. You see this? That's what happens when you make gaps in your base designs, unfortunately. So we're gonna place this triangle back, a wall, upgrade it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna place these and make them in sheet. You can leave them in stone, but I highly suggest you make them in sheet. Now this way, it's fortified. So you have to do this, and it's 3 walls from the back sides. Now this is another version. If you want a roof, if you want a window, this is how you also can build it. See, this is a different one. These ones are a little bit more expensive. But it has more rooms and it has, you know, it's more agile. And I also made another version. This one is a more robust. You can keep building, man. You can keep expanding this base. And this one is really, this is 4 walls. If you also like make the sides there. But anyway, guys, that was the video, man. That was the base design, the blueprint base design. Now, I hope this base design will go good with the new blueprint system. And like I said, it's designed for anybody, but it's especially good for the PvPers. Like myself, I like to PvP when I play. And I like to have a secure base, you know. But I'm definitely going to make more base building tutorials. Just because this new system will make it more interesting now. So I'm going to create a lot more videos for base designs. It's going to be interesting time with the new big update Thursday. All right, I want to thank you all for watching, man. Thank you very much. You guys are the best. You know, leave a comment, leave a like. Like I said, this base is expandable, so if you have questions, just go ahead in the comment section. Just ask me. And I see you on the next video. Peace.